Hey guys, welcome back to Carsonian Beans. Today, we will be talking about every single NFL division ranked. I have taken all 8 of them, and I have ranked them. I know this looks weird, but here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because normally I go from the worst to the best, and I figured I should do that. And also, I just wanted to get it all done in one big screen. So, I've got all 8 of them, and we're going to talk about which ones, and this is just like, I mean, even if like one team in the division is really good, but the rest are really bad, that kind of brings the division down. It's all the teams put together. I just thought it'd be an interesting little video to do. So in 8th, we have the NFC East. This is where my favorite team resides. I'm a Washington fan, but I have to admit, we don't really have a good team. I mean, we've got the Giants. Okay, so the best team in our division is quite obviously the Eagles, because they've got a pretty good quarterback in Carson Wentz, and they've got a solid team. They're the only solid team we've got in our division. And then second, we've probably got either Washington or Cowboys, but I'm just going to give it to the Cowboys, seeing as they've been winning the division. I mean, Dak Prescott's pretty bad. They just got to build around that wide receiver unit and hopefully bump them up. Maybe bump the whole division up. And then we've got Washington, who, I mean, they're coming out of a rebuild, and really we're going to start getting good the next couple of seasons. And then we've also got kind of the same thing with the Giants, who are coming out of a rebuild. So in the next couple of years, the NFC East is probably going to start going up, getting better, maybe being out to the 5th. But as of it is right now, and they're in 8th. And in 7th, the second worst division, we've got the AFC East. And yes, this was made after Cam Newton got in here. It was made a few days ago, but it was made after Cam Newton went to them. It's mainly because, they've got the Bills in there, who are amazing, right? But the Patriots really don't have that good of an offense. It's really going to be relying on Sony Michel and the defense. So, they're okay. And then you've got and then you've got the Jets, who might be the worst team in the league right now, in my opinion, just because of they don't have an offense. Period. Their offense is nothing. They will never score a point. I wouldn't be surprised if they get shut out multiple times this season. I had them at 2-14. Okay, you don't do that and expect to be good. And also you've got the Dolphins, who are also kind of coming out of a rebuild. All right, now in 6th, we've got the NFC South. This is, of course, the team when we've got the Buccaneers, we've got the Saints, and then we've got the Panthers, and we've got the Falcons. Saints, obviously, number 1 in that division. They're a really good team. This is probably the first elite team that we've had so far. And also Buccaneers they haven't really been rebuilding. They've just been really, really mediocre the past couple years, and now they're finally prepared to shoot up and maybe get to 10-6 or something. And also you've got the Panthers, who've really been in a rough patch these past few years, but they're just under mediocre. And then you've got the Falcons, who you can't save them; they're just gone. And in not in week 5, but the 5th, we've got the AFC South. We've got NFC East, NFC South, AFC South, which is weird because I didn't go East. I didn't rank all the East, and I didn't rank all the South. I went by AFC and then NFC. So this is pretty weird. It'll be interesting to see if it's North, and then West. I made this a week ago. All right, in week 5. Not in week 5, you idiots. The AFC South, which of course has the Texans, the Titans, the Colts, and the Jaguars. The Jaguars really the only absolutely terrible team that is in this division. You might be wondering why are they 5th if they're bad? It's because you can't really have a whole division that's bad for whatever. And the Texans, they're a solid team. When they lost DeAndre Hopkins, their offense pretty much drove off a cliff, and I consider them a bit overrated now. So they're okay. The Titans are really good. The Titans are pretty freaking great. They're in prime position, maybe even to possibly get they're they might even be Super Bowl contending this year. Okay, I don't know if I'm willing to put them up there, but it's definitely a possibility. All right. And then you've also got the Colts that are pretty good, and the Jaguars again are just unsavable. All right, into the top 4, we've got the NFC North. Look at them. This is the team. They've got the Packers, Vikings, Bears, and Lions. All 4 of those are pretty, well, are at least pretty good. Of course, I mean, the Packers and the Vikings are really good. Packers, of course, Super Bowl contending. The Vikings, if a few things go right for them, they're 100% gonna be they're gonna be Super Bowl contending, definitely, possibly. So we've got 2 pretty good teams, but also you've got the Bears, who might be fighting with the Jets for the worst. Probably not, though. They're probably going to be top 10 draft pick this year. The Lions are a solid team again. Entering the top 3, we've got the AFC North. How did I do that? And it's not like dang. Well, all right. You've got the Ravens, Steelers, Browns, and Bengals. Not a bad team. I mean, the Bengals probably going to be the worst, and the Browns probably going to be second worst, and then Steelers. Well, it's going to be Browns or Steelers. But I mean, Browns and Steelers are both teams that could possibly be fighting for maybe like this one of the Ravens are obviously going to win this division. They're the best team in the league, maybe fighting with the Bills for that. But it's really going to be a fight. I don't know. The Browns and Steelers are teams that could, at the end of the season, be fighting for like a wild card spot. I mean, the Bengals could also be up there too. So that's where this division's at. And it's going to be AFC West or NFC West. What the heck? Well, y'all saw nothing. Again, I made this weeks ago. Don't know what the heck was going on. But yeah, I mean, the AFC West, they have got it's obvious the AFC West are better than the AFC North. That's why this is here. But they've got the Broncos, who are prepared to make a Super Bowl jump. We've got I had them at 5-11, but they could definitely take off. We've got the Raiders, who are always above average, but it's going to be interesting to see again if they can make the playoffs. They almost did last year, which was a big surprise to me. And then what was I saying? Oh, and then they got the Chiefs, of course, who are battling with like the Ravens and the Bills for the best team in the league. So, I mean, the Chargers are pretty freaking good. So this is like a team. They're all pretty good. But now the number 1 spot, I'm interested to see. Will it say NFC North or will it say NFC West? Yeah, it says NFC West, of course. And let me tell you, when I've already done all my predictions for the NFC West, the worst team, it went 11-5, 11-5, 10-6, 9-7. All 4 of those teams, I'm not going to say what order they were in because I've got those videos on my channel. All of them are posted days ago. Look, so you've got the 49ers, who of course made the Super Bowl last year and are still a very, very good team. We've got the Seahawks, who are one of the best. They've been one of the best teams in the league for a while now. Of course, they've taken a step back in recent years, but they've been consistently making the playoffs, and they probably will continue to make the playoffs. I mean, they won a playoff game last year. And then you've got the Rams, who I'm pretty sure Jared Goff's going to take a step up this year. They have a great team around him. They got Darrell Henderson on there, who is prepared. I mean, whenever Darrell Henderson gets some play time, he looks very, very good. And now with Todd Gurley out of there, I think that they've still got a pretty solid running game. So, and that's good. And you've also, the Cardinals are probably going to take off this year. This is a year whenever they're going to go from really bad to probably making. I wouldn't be surprised. There's three wild card spots this year. So there is a very big there's a possibility that at some point a whole division can make the playoffs, because I know that it used to be to where the most teams that could make the playoffs were 3, because I know I live in North Carolina. One time the Saints, Panthers, and Falcons all made the playoffs one year. This year, now they add the extra playoff spot. I would not be surprised to see all 4 of them. I wouldn't be surprised. 49ers, Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals in the playoffs this year. Absolutely would not surprise me. I don't think it. I don't really think it's very likely to happen, but it's definitely a possibility. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Follow my Twitter. I've started posting more on there. You can go ahead and tell me what you thought of that on Twitter. You can go tell me on Instagram. I've got an Instagram. I don't post on there very often, but I've started to post on all my social medias a bit more, so that, I give you guys more of my content. I really want to, if you guys enjoy this, then I want you guys to be able to, get the most that you can get. And I've also got a Patreon. So if I get enough, support on Patreon, I will try to start a podcast. Okay. So that way you can get even more of me. I don't know. It might just be like a weekly thing. I might take the Beancast that I do, make it longer, and like make it like an hour long. Because I could talk about football for forever, but the fact I could talk about football for hours and hours. But it has to be something special to make a Beancast. So I could make it like Beancast NFL podcast, put it on Spotify and all that crap. I just need to be able to buy a mic, headphones, and hosting, so that way I can go ahead and start a podcast and get more content out to you guys. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm available on everything, basically. See you guys next one. Bye.